Hello everyone, it's Dylan from Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything, and welcome back to another Yu-Gi-Oh! Video. So we got some exciting news yesterday as we got confirmation that the opening and ending for Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush is going to be changing. We don't have an exact date as to when the new opening and ending are coming, but I would imagine it's going to be the first week of April. We are entering episode 102, at least that's the episode that airs this coming Saturday at the time of release, and then I know the final week of March there is actually no episode, which is a little unusual. So many people are speculating that the first week of April, which would be episode 103, will be season 3 of Go Rush, as it will be entering its third year. And that's, to me, the most likely opportunity for the new opening and ending to start. If not in 103, maybe it'll be an extra week, which would be 104. But either way, this opening and ending switch, I imagine, is coming in the very near future. And I'm very happy for this, because looking back last year, Go Rush Opening 2 was actually announced in late February. So it's like middle March, and I'm thinking, are we even going to get an opening and ending switch? The only time the opening and ending have not changed throughout seasons, you have to go back all the way to Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, which was 99%. And I was very adamant that they were not going to do that again. It's a pretty typical thing in Yu-Gi-Oh! When you get a new season that you do get a new opening and ending, but they really waited till like the last possible minute to announce it. So let's just get into the news. The new opening theme is going to be called Let's Duel, and it's going to be performed by Oshi Masayoshi. His genre tends to be J-pop and rock, as well as Annie song, which are themes explicitly written for anime. The two most popular openings, according to this Yugioh org article, are Hollow Hunger, which is Overlord Season 4's opening, and Union, which is SSS Gridman's opening, which is really, really cool. So I'm going to play you an excerpt of Union from the Gridman anime right now. Very J-pop, very upbeat, feel like it kind of fits what we would expect with a Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush opening, like the song quite a bit. Now I'm going to play you an excerpt from Overlord Season 4's anime Hollow Hunger, which is the opening for that. This has a little bit of a different vibe to it. I feel like a more kind of serious vibe to it, but still J-pop, obviously. I think I prefer this one, but here's how it sounds. So I would imagine we're going to get an opening that's kind of maybe in the middle of those two, or maybe more on the Gridman term of it. Either way, this is an artist that I had never heard of, but listening to these two openings, I really, really do enjoy both of them. So if he delivers for Go Rush similarly to how he delivered for Gridman or Overlord, I will be very content. And honestly, opening 2, which we are saying goodbye to, I have not been the biggest fan of opening 2 of Go Rush. I actually think for me, it's the weakest opening of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge anime. It's one of the weakest opening in Yu-Gi-Oh! In general of recent years, in my opinion. So I'm not a big fan of it. I'm happy that we are, you know, nearing the end here with that opening, and I'm very much looking forward to Let's Duel and to Season 3 in general. And then the new ending is going to be called Star Rush, and it is by Nanase Ayaka, an increasingly prolific voice actress. She has sung songs before, but they're essentially all character songs from anime, though Ms. Nanase has not been announced for a role in Go Rush, nor is she an existing character. One of her most recent roles is Agaha/Cure, Butterfly from Soaring Sky, Pretty Cure. She notes this song is meant to be stylish and refreshing for kids watching the show in the morning, and it's meant to give a feeling of growth and reaching a brand new universe, and I feel like growth and reaching a new universe are kind of themes that you can find throughout Sevens and throughout Go Rush, so that's right on the money for what we expect. And I feel like the endings, maybe outside of Cosmos, are more upbeat and more positive. Cosmos, not to say it wasn't positive, it just wasn't really an upbeat song. It was more of a sadder, slower song. That, of course, was ending 2. We're also in a weird spot with Go Rush where this opening will be opening 3, this ending will be ending 4. Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains, if I remember correctly, is the only other Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime where there was not the same amount of openings and endings. I believe Vrains had 5 or 6 endings, and it only had 3 openings. I believe Vrains only had 5 endings, so we're kind of on a similar trajectory here, honestly. Like, could I see in the middle of Season 3 the endings switching, just like they did in Season 2 from Cosmos to everything is going to be all right. That's not the name of the ending. That's just the final lyrical line. I absolutely could. So Go Rush, funny enough, could end with the same exact amount of openings and endings as Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains did, which is 3 openings and 5 endings. But this is going to be opening 3, ending 4. And yeah, I think the ending's probably going to be more upbeat. I think that's pretty typical for your Rush era endings. Visually, I'm excited to see what's going to go on. If you guys have been paying attention to Go Rush, we have that beautiful Season 3 poster that outlines all of these new threats. There have been a lot of predictions and theories as to who these threats could be. Now, I'm just going to let you know, I have not watched episodes 100 and 101, still waiting for the subs, so there are probably very major elements that happened in those episodes, again, I've remained spoiler-free, that could lead into more consistent theories with what we are seeing on that poster. I can't speak to that. I'm also probably not going to be in the comments too much for this video, but are we going to see these characters show up in opening 3, in ending 4? There's a very good chance. Where is Yuumu? Right? Like, is Yuumu going to be relevant at all? There's some people that are theorizing something tragic may happen to her here in, like, the last 3 episodes, even though based on the summaries, I can't see where that would happen, but she's very mysteriously and obviously left off of that poster, so that is very, very fascinating as well. But getting new visuals to analyze for the opening. Ending usually doesn't give us much, but, you know, it's always cool to just get a new song. Will be really, really cool. It's one of my favorite points in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime when we do get a new opening. So, guys, let me know your thoughts on this news. Would love to know if you have any excitement for this. Would love to know some things you'd like to see in each opening and ending. And let me know if you're familiar with either of these artists, Oishi Masayoshi or Nanase Ayaka. It sounds like the artist doing the opening is more well-known and has a little bit more of a track record than the artist doing the ending, as it does say she is an increasingly prolific voice actress. Also, the first time in a while that we are having a girl lead singer doing an opening or ending, right? Is the last one ending 5, Are You Ready, Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains? I believe it is. I mean, now, yes, Roman's voice actress sung, like, the Goha 7th Elementary School song, but it wasn't done consistently by Roman. I'm trying to think. I think so, yeah. So I think this is the first time in a few years that Yu-Gi-Oh! Is getting a girl singer doing an opening or ending, which is really cool. So we'll see how this comes out. I'm very excited for it. Let me know all your thoughts down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have an amazing day. Take care, guys.